Every now and then, we come across an artist that completely shakes up our music listening experience. Someone that presents us with music so in tune with what we enjoy, we start to wonder, how am I now hearing this? For me, that was Mei Ehara. Mei Ehara is a Japanese musician born in 1991, Nagoya, Aichi, Japan. She was previously known as Mei, where she self-produced albums. She then joined Japanese independent label Kakubarhythm, where she dropped her two most recent albums, Sway in 2017 and Ampersand in 2020. If you're into the Japanese indie music scene, you've probably heard of her. She's an absolutely talented musician. Without any understanding of Japanese, just one listen to her music, and you find yourself in a whirlpool of emotions from start to finish on any album. I first started listening to Mei Ehara in 2020. At this time, I was using Apple Music with a VPN to get access to more Japanese songs. Every week, Apple Music would auto-generate a playlist based on music they think you might like. The first song on the playlist was Hiruma Kara Yoru by Mei Ehara. This was off a recently released album, Ampersand, at the time. I was instantly caught. Growing up in the West Indies, you get exposed to all sorts of reggae. It's basically your birthright. I was taken aback at hearing familiar instrumental accompanying a foreign language and with new delivery. Something about foreign music is that the lyrics will go over the heads of people that don't speak the language, so the songs tend to be more important. If you provide a universal sound everyone can tune into, then you've won most of the battle with both your local audience and international audience. Music that goes beyond borders. In J music, there are a lot of examples of this. Think of the city pop you hear on TikToks. No one understands what it means, but they love it. Mei Ehara's music succeeds in this way. The songs are without a doubt made with sheer talent and heart that you can feel it. Take Hiruma Kara Yoru for example. It starts off with reggae's signature drumming intro, instantly grabbing your attention. This is just one of the many genres on the album, let alone her discography. Mei Ehara's voice plays a huge part in this borderless enjoyment as well. Often a soft and serene voice played over the sweet sounds of bossa nova, reggae, indie folk, etc. Her voice is signature across all songs and albums. Her songs aim to soothe and languish in melancholy and nostalgia. With no understanding of Japanese, you can still pick up on the feeling she's going for. I've always been extremely passionate about music, and I've always loved talking about it. But it was one song in particular that compelled me to make this video about me. This song is Gogu ni wa Nokote, or Stay in the Afternoon. It's one of my favorite songs ever made. It's Mei's longest song, at exactly 6 minutes. My big brain theory is that every minute of this 6-minute song represents an hour in the afternoon. The entire song talks about doing different things in the afternoon at home. Simple things like enjoying music, looking through the window, sunlight's glare, etc. It really sets the scene. But the song, for the most part, doesn't have a climax until 5 minutes into the song, or in our case, 5 o'clock, just like in the afternoon. And that last 1 minute, you can feel the heart and soul poured into what makes this song truly beautiful. Mei ends the song singing, "Stay in the Afternoon," and the instrumentals pop off. The guitar picks up, and the drums that played a consistent beat then picks up with a more energetic and bittersweet ending. I always find myself happy to reach the final minute, but sad as the music starts to fade away. It's no surprise that the afternoon is probably just as important to everyone else as it is to me. It's the end of work, the end of school, more family time. It's a particularly nostalgia-inducing track. It's something I listen to most days at lunch or going home from work. I tend to reminisce on a lot of past memories, past afternoons I wish I could stay in. All this from a song only found on her EP, Saisho no Hiwa / Gogu ni wa Nokote. I always wondered why it never made it to the 2020 album Ampersand, but I guess that makes it more of a hidden gem. Another thing about Mei Ehara's music is that you tend to find more and more little things with each listen. I've been listening to her for about 4 years now, and I still find little things that blow my mind within her tracks. Most, if not all, her songs have this endless replayability because of this. The singles and album versions of a song tend to differ, which leads to even more variety when listening. Saisho no Hiwa has 2 versions and a remix. The single that you can find is an official music video on YouTube, and the album version that's a bit more lively. The track Sign, found on 2017's Sway, can also be found on Saisho no Hiwa EP, in a more upbeat rhythm. I can never pick which one I like better. Mei also has a few features, most notably Faye Webster's I Know I'm Funny, Haha, in Change and Vanish by Cornelius. My personal favorite collab would be Half By's Fushigi, since I was already a fan of Half By. This one has more of an island sound to it, and it's done so well, followed by Mei's calming voice to help set the scene completely. There are 2 live performances of Silver Color, as it's called in English. One she performs as Mei back in 2015 at Foundland, and another she performed at Kakubarhythm's 15th anniversary. She also performed at Fuji Rock in 2023. It's one of my biggest dreams to go to Fuji Rock, and it would have been awesome to see her live. I really do hope to see her live one day. There is so much great music in the world. Music that goes beyond borders, and music that breaks language barriers. I've always felt lucky in finding Mei Ehara's music. A lot of where I am right now is because of this discovery. It's amazing how one song can completely change someone's life. I highly recommend listening to Mei Ehara. Not just J-music or indie fans, but if you're someone who sits and thinks, wow, after a song, then Mei Ehara is for you.